lot to look forward to for the Great Danes here with the youth. Bryant has some really good youth as well. So, I mean, you look at Bryant's youth, you got 2 starting goalies we talked about here. So we should have a really good game here. Big conference game here today. Should be a good one.
Number 1 face-off man in the country for the Bryant Bulldogs, number 81, Nathan Laliberte, senior out of Auburn, New Hampshire, matching up with Regan Endres, and we're set to go here at Tom and Mary Casey Stadium. Nighttime lacrosse in Albany, New York. The opening face-off controlled by Bryant. Take a look at the CDPHP starting lineup for the Bryant Bulldogs. Kevin Greninger, Jack Lonsinger, and Aiden Goltz are the attack. And just like that, Bryant goes down the field and rips one home to take the early lead.
Laliberte can handle the ball, and he's able to get the ball returned to him right after the wing picks up the ground ball. As they get the quick start, as he gets the counter, you can see him pop this out to the wing. And then Laliberte goes right to the hole. No one's on him. He gets up ahead. The Bulldogs have numbers. Good ball movement. And Greninger makes no mistake as he gets his first of the day. Take the early 1-0 lead for the Bulldogs.
Just like that, it happened so fast in lacrosse this time. Endres wins the draw cleanly. He'll dump it back to Jake Piscino. Albany will get its attack line out there. The first line attack, Ben Wimmer, Ryan Doherty, and Silas Richmond. Graydon Hogg, Parker Emmett making his second start, and Alex Pfeiffer at the midfield. In that game, the last time they played, John Thompson, the assistant coach for the, John Maloney, I should say, for the UAlbany Great Danes. 2 goals in that game.
Brad Ross was an assistant.
Indeed.
On those 2 teams as well. So he's definitely familiar here. So here's the face-off matchup, which is big. So Laliberte, like I said, he leads the NCAA, number 1 overall, 68%. He was 141. And his second of the day.
Greninger, as we mentioned, 5 goals last time these 2 teams met. Smart play by Laliberte to tap it over to his teammate, but just a little too far, and it's hoovered up there. Ball now loose. Smith had it in his cross for a second, but took the big hit. Bounds out to Einerson.
You've got to capitalize on these ground balls. When you have the opportunity to get them, you've got to capitalize on them, keep them in possession. Nice ride.
Smith doing the work again. Amos can't find it. Now he's got it in his cross. Here's Silas Richmond.
Here on Shook. Gets right over. Whitney is already dropping low, and that ball gets deposited high right under the bar. Whitney's got to wait a little bit more on that. Don't guess on it. Read that. 3-1. He's got a natural hat trick here in the first quarter, Greninger.
Endres comes out with a draw that time, and UAlbany will put the offense into motion. Trailing 3-1 with just a little more than 2 minutes to go here in the first. Find that ball as it went way out of bounds. That came out of Landon's stick oddly. Scott Marr wants a timeout with 1:58 to go. UAlbany a little bit.
Gives the Bulldogs a 4-2 lead with 16.1 to play.
Bulldogs have their sideline group, the Devil Dogs, the Dev Dogs. They get fired up down there. Some of the guys that maybe don't often see a lot of playing time, they're figuring out ways to help the team by really being fired up on the sideline. Laliberte specifically mentioned them and how they fire him up on the field.
Yep. You want to make sure you got the hole here. You don't give up something less with 16 quick seconds. Laliberte trying to go forward with it.
Lays it off to Goltz. 7 seconds.
Buries it. As the Danes clawed it within 3-2, that should wipe out the penalty, which was a 30-second penalty, so we'll have an even draw face-off here. Good action here. So, all right, Rich.
Second straight game with a goal for Carino. He had one last week against UMBC in the UAlbany victory.
Endres is able to get this face-off. Head forward with it. So the Danes will have an opportunity here to take this down to the end if they choose.
Pepe thought about it for a second. Loose ball there. Endres going to be under some heavy pressure. Gets skidded down to the ground.
Another turnover by the Danes right there. They've got to be able to just take care of that ball. You've got 60 seconds. There's no need to rush that and push that there. Get your shot right here. I mean, this is just an outside shot that goes far pipe. But even his step, the way he attacked that ball, just looked kind of odd. As he gets beat from long range again, the placement was good.
So a man-up goal for Riley. His 6th of the season, 6th goal of the season.
Sano picks up the ground ball and brings it forward for the Danes.
Jake with the fake, lets it go, scores! Jake Piscino does it again, his 8th goal of the year. And that one will give UAlbany some juice.
You Albany needed a little juice there coming off that last goal. Pisano picks up the ground ball as he's accustomed to doing, and he just takes it to the house, using that cross, like you said, to pick up his 8th goal of the season. As Pisano picks it up, heads right to the rack, coming right down Broad Street, fakes, steps into it. And there's your pole goal of the week right there for Jake Pisano. Might be number 2. As he pulls the Danes to within 2.
He had a pretty good one against UMBC from about midfield.
That was from the parking lot.
That was deep.
It was like Steph Curry range.
Good battle over there as Liberty was just about to pick it up, and Regan Endres knocked it out of his cross.
Another opportunity here for the Danes if they can get this.
And now Regan has it. Lays it off to Connor Finger on the side, who got rid of it quickly. Pepe thought about going to Richmond near side, but instead decided to settle it for the year.
It's a good opportunity here. Gets a chance to step into it, and he goes far side, lower 90 to bring the Danes back to within 1.
7th of the year for Amos Whitcomb. 2 quick ones for Albany, but Bryant controls the faceoff. Talked to Brad Ross, said, well, how would you characterize Laliberte? Is he a strength guy? And he is a big, strong guy, but he's more, he said, of a reactionary guy, a guy that kind of tries to look what I have and then take advantage of that.
Hopefully the Danes make the adjustment on that.
18th of the year.
Space, he's going to do that 9 times out of 10 right there. You just dodged a bullet previously, but he burned you there, showing you got to respect that. Hopefully the Danes make the adjustment on that.
18th of the year for Aiden Goltz after a 45-goal performance last year. 15 assists to go with it.
Endres gets a nice ground ball there for the Danes.
Spacino. Pepe fires high. May not be the wisest.
We have a 1-goal game here.
16th goal for the first year. Ryan Doherty out of Concord, New Hampshire. As we mentioned, 4 goals and 1 assist last week. The Liberty shot deflected away by Pisano. Scooped up by Whitney.
The Liberty corners anywhere but stick side high and just value the possession of the ball.
The Liberty and Enders red set to go here at the face-off. The center of the Albany logo here at Bob Ford Field at Tommy Mary Casey Stadium. We are set to go with second half action. Regan wins it clean. A good start for the Great Danes here as he takes it into the attacking zone.
I mean, kind of lost in this. You're playing against the number 1 face-off guy in the nation. In one motion, picks it and backflips it to the back of the net. We are tied at 6, folks.
Second for Amos, 8th of the year. None prettier than that. Liberty comes away with the face-off at midfield.
Great job with just knowing where he was and be able to get that on. Got a late flag here. It's going to be an interference. We had 2 people like cross off there. Bryant's going to get a man out of it. Good big lacrosse family there.
Keeping it in the family, the Albany family and the Thompson family as well. We're set to go here off the commercial timeout. 7:34 to go in the third. Bryant on top 7-6 off the Druin goal as he cut across the face of that crease to get his first goal of the season. I'm sorry, first goal of the game, 16th goal of the season. And the officials, Mike Canale, Scott McCall, and Kevin Doherty ready to go here. Scooped away by Regan Endres. He got hit just as he was about to pick that up. Liberty doing everything he can to keep it in his cross. A little bounce pass there, and a successful face-off 1 for the Bull. The Dev Dogs.
A little sniper action, I believe that might be down there. Warranted on that shot. Endres wins this one clean.
Regan takes it down the middle.
Albany needs a good possession right here. They've been playing defense here for the last 2-3 minutes. Got a couple of turnovers. Got to get a good shot on goal.
Got him again there. We got him on the far side, too, and then got him on the crown. So either way, it's a 1-minute non-releasable penalty on Bryant.
And just got to get this face off to the wing. Keep it loose.
Liberty in its cross. Battle there, knocked away by Jake Pisano. Pisano with a great just push out of Laliberte just to clear the big man out. And picked up there by Albany.
Play on push. Albany's going to get the ball. Great job by Jake Pisano taking the man. Instead of getting the ball, just clearing Laliberte out of there. The opportunity to get that ground ball, and there was a loose ball push on Bryant right there. Albany gets it.
Braden Hogg doing a great job getting down on that one and digging it.
That far corner on Landon Whitney to now give the Bulldogs a 2-goal lead with 1:47 to play here in the third.
17th of the year for Mason. Big face-off here, opportunity for the Great Danes. Endres got whacked in the leg, and you can see him hobbling coming off the field. The ball still loose, no possession. Now possession to the Bulldogs.
Bryant's got numbers if they can get it up.
Liberty just fires it to space. Neeson picks it up with 1:25 to go. Big possession here for the Great Danes.
Right there in the high crease. Mason Druin just sets him up. That ball's right on the spot, and he picks it top shelf on a big back-breaking goal with 3.2 seconds to go in the third period that gives the Bryant Bulldogs a 3-goal lead.
End of the first, end of the third. Costly so far for you, Albany.
Just giving up goals where you shouldn't. Opportunities where you had the ball. If you're taking care of the ball, Bryant doesn't even have the ball there.
3.2 seconds.
Oh, that was released. That should be good.
We'll see if it goes.
That was released.
And it is.
Yep.
Big goal there for Darren LaPietro. You want to talk about juice. That was from midfield as LaPietro just scooped it up, fired it home, and surprised Einerson.
LaPietro gets this off before the clock expires, and that's a live ball. And it made its way to the back of the net. That's his first goal of the season. And none bigger right now for the Danes as they get some life. As he gets the high bouncer and catches Bryant off guard there to pull them to within 2 for the Danes.
If your business needs a new application,
Goal as that goal brought them to within 2. Now you got to see if they can use that momentum to take it into this fourth quarter. Albany's been very solid in the fourth quarters this season. They've had a lot of comeback wins so far. They're going to need to do it again here today versus Bryant.
Bryant comes away with that face-off. Face-off's now even, 7 apiece.
Good double.
Big hit there. Nice job by Grove to scoop that away. Picked up there by Drew Lucas and tossed down into the end over to anybody that was possibly in the air.
Nice as that. Silas Richmond with his 27th in beautiful fashion right there.
Second in goals in the America East Conference, only to Charlie Pope, who's got 31.
So if you're Regan Endres, you've got to get this ball either tied up or popped right over to Graydon Hogg on the wing. You can't let Laliberte get to it.
He kept it alive, but it was scooped up there by Drew Lucas.
Got to get it to the other wing. The other wing had no defender there. We went to the wing with Bryant, and Bryant's able to get the ball and take away the advantage that Albany could have had right there. Einerson gets a piece of it. The rebound gets behind to Whitcomb. Whitcomb finds Richmond on the far side, and he gave a little dip and dunk, and it looked like Silas might have tweaked a hammy there on that shot as he was kind of grimacing.
He's got the right calf taped up all the way back to Einerson. We talked about how athletic he is. He'll help out with the clear here, which is successful into Druin's stick, who's got a head of steam.
Good recovery. Face off. That would be ideal to see if they can kill this off and not face a man down right after just giving up a big goal.
12-10 our score. Ball's up in the air. Still there. Endres comes away with it. Big one there for the senior.
Get to space. There you go. And Kesselring buries it as he goes down to his knees. They're back to within 1 with 4:59 to play.
Quick move there by Regan Endres to come away with that ball, but then throws it away. Little too eager to get that to Sam Stratton down there. So turnover number 15 for the Great Danes.
That's what you call the operation.
How well Regan has played, and especially against the quality player of Nathan Laliberte, and a guy that leads the NCAA in face-off percentage and really just is such a big, and it just sounds so simple, but possession is so important in this game. And what Laliberte is able to do You can see the stats there.
Yeah, 4th in ground balls in the NCAA. He's on the tour on a watch list. He's had 2 goals versus Albany, not today, but he's had them last year.
Almost exactly a year ago.
Yeah, and he battles. You know, he's a warrior. He's, like I said, he's got a mangled knee. He's out there giving you 100% every single time. This has been a battle today. He's had to work really hard today. Faceoffs are in 12 and 13 right there. It's pretty even. So Regan Endres has had a good second half. He's battled really hard, making Laliberte work to get those ground balls. But when you're number 4 in the NCAA, picking up your own ground balls, it's a battle. So you've got to be able to get that ball out and try to get it away from him because he's so good at getting to it. He's taking a timeout. They've got 1 left. Bryant has both. So this is going to be a big draw coming up here and a big ground ball. Who wants it?
Sino and Pepe out there for Albany. Laliberte got his stick on it. Regan comes away with it. Albany ball. 1:45 to go.
Holy.
Whitney couldn't pick that up. He just kind of scooped it up and tossed it towards Neeson. Instead, it went out.
Field. Off hip. We talk about smart shooting. That's smart shooting, folks. That's not stick side high. That's off hip in a tough spot for a goalie to make a save in a big spot. And he put it right there. Big shot. Puts Albany in a really tough spot with only 4.2 to play.
20 goals now for Goltz on the season. Liberty comes away with it. Time will run out. And the Bryant Bulldogs, for the 3rd consecutive time, come to Tom.